Hey guys, it's been a little while since I updated. Let's show you what I'm up to. I've been playing Torchlight. This game I've heard about before, but I'd only recently decided to try playing, and it's honestly quite addictive. How would I describe it? It's a very Diablo-esque game. It's a dungeon crawler with skills, classes. And it's more like Diablo than Diablo 2 in that any class can use magic or has access to a whole bunch of skills. A lot of them all have the same access to the same skills at different points, but in different way. I'm trying to think of there's a series of spells that everyone has access to. You can learn them throughout the game, even your dog, or as it can turn out to be, cat, which I don't particularly like. I'm going to call him a dog, and I will call him the Duke. Character name. Shit. I suck at character names, god damn it. Actually, you know what? I'll call this guy the Duke. The Duke and the Duke. I was going to call him a pet Duchess, but then that's like the whole... I'm just thinking about that. Wait a minute. If he's the Duke and the dog's the Duchess, that means he's married to the dog. Ah! Alright. The Baron. Let's put it on very hard. I've played it through on normal and hard, so I'm just doing a quick little show.
The essence of magic and the keystone of my art. For my kind, Torchlight is a beacon, a place of power, the largest.
It's probably impeccably quiet for you too. Okay. Settings. Where's the brightness? Oh, that is awesome. There is no brightness. Ooh. I wasn't expecting that. And it's so... should I turn this music off entirely? Well, as you can see, it's very Diablo.
Hello there.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. We're not reading the quest text. It's very Diablo-esque music. Yeah, these are vendors. This is the stash. This is the shared stash. So if you find an item that's not particularly useful for one character, you can stuff it in there and give it to another one at another point. Which I find great. Let's see, what else can I grab? Doop-a-doop-doo. Ooh. I'm not gonna busy myself too much with that. And we're just gonna get right into it.
Help or stay out of the way.
Okay. As you can see on lowest difficulty, you're not terribly strong.
Brink, over here! I can't hold them back much longer.
All right, Sil?
Alright, fuck it. Skip.
You have begun
Were you
a
drunk?
new quest.
Yes, also that condescending narrator dude follows you throughout the game. Which... kind of annoying.
I've arrived in Torchlight and begun my exploration of the tunnels below. These mines are vast and aglow with ember. I've never seen so rich a vein. Miners labor to extract it and take no heed.
Alright, that's enough of that. As far as I can tell, the maps are semi-randomly generated. And unfortunately, there is no online content for this. This is made by an indie company and is extremely Diablo-esque. Actually, if this came out in like 2004 and said Diablo on it, it would have been like best-selling game of 2004. Because I mean, it's basically Diablo with no online component, which kind of sucks because there's a whole lot of room for min-maxing your spells and how much damage you can do, but it doesn't really have anything for that built into the game.
You have completed.
Personally, I wouldn't go through that much trouble. I just play it to have fun. And it is devilishly fun, and it's incredibly addictive too. Not nearly as so addictive as Minecraft, which, you know, gives up the whole, at the moment, since it has no story, it's given up story for unlimited freedom. So there's that. It's a pretty decent game. I mean, if you got if you find it on sale, I wholeheartedly endorse buying this. In fact, it's a shame more people aren't playing it. I mean, it's such a good one. Well made. Really tight. Yeah. I'm trying to think of ways to gush over it, but I really can't. One thing I do wholeheartedly prove is pretty much any computer you can think of will run this. A netbook will fucking run this. It's got a button you can click for netbook mode if you so chose to play it on a netbook, which basically aren't computers, they aren't. It's also horrendously tiny. This game only is like 400 megs, that's it.
Hello there.
I mean, I could run this thing off a thumb drive if I wanted to. Not saying that it's a good idea, because running things off of thumb drives has so many problems. And do I have anything better? Yes, I have that. It's much better, but I can't use it. Can't use that either. And yeah, it's semi-randomized items. The ones that aren't randomized are normally are the unique type, the orange type items, which they took a great deal of time to make some of the most ridiculous items on the face of the earth, seemingly for the sheer hell of it. I found a sword. You need to be a mage to use it, or have a points in magic anyways to use it. And you know what? Like 50% of its stats or more are joke stats. I gotta show you, it's in the stash. And I would use it. It is a pretty good, decent sword. Yeah.
Gained in experience.
Yeah, annoying bastard like that'll tell you every time you trigger a trap. Which type should we make? I'm just gonna delete this thing later. Let's go with poison. I like the lightning better. I've read a walkthrough. It's like, oh, don't go lightning. Lightning sucks. And it's like, you gotta do this, this, and this to max out your whatever the fuck. It's like, dude, it's a single player game. I don't give a shit about maxing it or speed or all this crap. It's a game I play in my spare time to have fun. It's not Diablo 2, where if you screwed up one fucking talent point in Diablo 2, it used to mean, oh well, now I gotta remake my entire character from scratch, which wasn't really much of an issue, because back then you're just like, oh, I'll just have my bot run on my other account so I can grind out these levels by just doing times infinity bail runs. Oh wait, I forgot to. Which ones do I need again? Oh right, strength. So what's my damage in red? Yeah, I'm getting my ass kicked a little bit. I found that hard was quite a bit harder at the beginning initially than normal. But after, gaining some levels, you level up faster than your enemies do, so after a while it didn't really have any effect. I'm still severely stronger than my enemies. Ooh, fork wand. What the fuck am I saying? Wand. Dude. Fire special. While we're at it, let's go to town. They have magically cleared up all the carnage, and now all the vendors are available. Of course, if you're watching this, you probably are already aware of this game. Yes.
A new quest.
Hi there.
I'm gonna keep the fork. Gleaming Ember is gleaming. One of the ways you level up is,
Anything you need.
okay, blah blah blah.
Good day.
Yes, yes.
Begun a new quest.
You can buy scrolls that'll let you teleport to dungeons, and... here it is. Sword of Adam. Here are the various stats. 59 emotional damage, 18 jauntiness, 5 socks, 42 futuristicness, 1,285 resistance to logic, 2 noodle arms, and then it's just got the gold find, magic find, and 10% chance that the target will flee. And the reason I don't like it is it moans and complains whenever you swing it. I'm not kidding. It makes that sound and a bunch of other ones. You can see the friggin' face on it, you see? The little eyes and the mustache. And I hate it. It's hilarious, but I hate it. Your pet also has an inventory and can also cast spells. I'm actually going to show you another character I'm playing later. But just for now, I'm just giving you a little gist of it. And so you start out with basically diddly fuck. And no stats. Interesting thing, that when you gain fame, you gain skill points as each time your fame level increases. Which I found quite interesting. It allows you to pretty much not have to worry about skill points that much. By the time you're level 20, you've had 30 skill points, or however amount. Oh god. Back. Joy, there's a
My mana's low.
boss. Your pet is about as strong as you are, and he can't die. I mean, once he gets injured too much, he flees.
My mana's low.
Shit, I forgot to put my resistance to elements. Head fighter, the oppressor. Holy shit. They're quite strong enemies. And it's generally basically Diablo 2. Or Diablo and mixed with Diablo 2.
Gain in experience.
Yeah. We're getting a wonderful view of a wall, aren't we? Yes, that's exactly what you wanted to see. In lore, you can get stuff like leveling up your pet, summoning minions. Everyone can summon pets. You could actually choose to go full hand-to-hand melee combat with this dude, even though he's supposed to be the spellcaster. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I never really was one to care for melee combat in games like this, because it's always mapped to the index finger button.
My health is low. My mana is low.
Yeah, mana's low. Blah blah blah. And it has the same key bindings as Diablo 2. To heal your pet, you just click shift and then you hold down one of the buttons that has your potions on it. It'll also refill your pet's mana. Anyways, that's enough of this character. Exit the title. And it'll pick you right back up where you left off. Load character. You can tell I'm very creative with the names. Like these. Stop playing. Yeah, I fed him in this instance, I fed my dog a fish, and now he's turned into that thing. I'm not entirely sure why, but... So yeah, this is me on hard difficulty. This is to show you a little bit of the variety. It's much like Diablo, the original. Every few levels you go down, then it'll change the background environment. No, hang on. It'll change the background environments, and it's actually quite good for changing. It doesn't seem like it would be that much fun. It's like, oh, you're just casting the same spell over and over again. That doesn't seem like much fun. It actually quite is. I rather do enjoy it. Doesn't seem like it would be fun, but it is. I don't really know how to explain it. Basically,
I gained fame.
see, I just gained a fame level up. And there's no corpses because my dog froze them and exploded them. Like I said, your dog can cast spells if you will only give them to him.
Have triggered a trap.
Yes, I know I triggered a trap. Shut up. And as you can see, it's pretty much you just level up. You just place skill points in the various things. Phase to an location. Oh, that's just teleport. Yeah, I'll have some fun with that one. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. Like I said, there's so much. You can have so much fun with this game. I've been playing it quite a bit. I'll actually show you what I did with my pet. As far as I'm aware, from what I've tried out the other classes, I didn't really like them. I like the Alchemist quite a bit. How the fuck did I change that? Oh, right. Hey. Let's see. What is it? The pet has its own menu. You can't really equip anything except for rings and 2 spells. You yourself can equip up to 4 spells. And the rings just affect his stats, much like everything else. And by holding shift and clicking stuff, you can easily transfer items into your pet's inventory. This button here will do this.
Your pet has departed.
We'll send your pet to town so he will sell all your shit. How he does it, I'm not entirely sure, being a dog and all. But he manages to accomplish it, and he will bring you back your money, so you do not have to stop. And right now I'm like level 21, and these guys are only level 14, so they really can't hurt me. I should probably show you some other content. Right now, it has a quest and a storyline. The idea is that you've been afflicted by the same blight or disease that afflicts all the embers, poisoning the ember, which is basically the substance that is used for magic, is what I gather. It's incredibly valuable, and Torchlight is built on the richest of ember veins. Torchlight's the town, by the way. It's very much Tristram on the cathedral. Or catacombs or whatever. And it does what it needs to do. Oh. Okay. I'm not entirely sure why he's here. Apparently, even though my pet is gone, I can sell crap from his inventory.
Your pet has returned.
Yeah. And these are map scrolls. They simply teleport you to dungeons, spells, health potions. If you've ever played a dungeon crawler, you know what all this stuff is. It's a pretty standard dungeon crawler. It's quite good. I do really enjoy the graphic design. You can also set your pet to pick stuff up by holding shift and clicking on it, which also makes you attack. Yeah. Very, very much Diablo. It's kind of almost I would say, yeah. If you are waiting on Diablo 3, this is the game for you. It's quite fun. I would recommend. I don't really have much else to say about it other than, look at me blow shit up with lightning bolts and critical hits and all this other crazy shit.